Before we start, thank you to all the people who do send us feedback on rabbigaon@gmail.com. It means a lot to us. The questions also, I really appreciate it. If you want to check the yeshiva, you can go to yeshiva.etzion.com. If you're thinking about coming to the yeshiva, doors are open. We don't charge for learning Torah. Yeshiva.etzion.com. If you want to donate also, it's there also dedicated, etc., etc., etc. Let's talk today about what we spoke last night, but as I told you. But let's talk today about the difference between luck and choice. Well, I can tell you this. Most people are lucky. Most people are lucky. Why they're lucky? Even though they think they're not lucky, they're lucky. Because they operate through luck. What happens when you are lucky? Can you look for the definition of luck? Let's see what it is. What do you think luck is?
I'll get Oxford.
Get Oxford, yalla.
Is the best
Look,
one.
what do you think luck is? You go ahead. Say it. How about you?
Operating by
I was going to
chance.
say that.
Operating by chance. What do you think what luck is?
I was going to say good fortune.
Good fortune. Good fortune. Wheel of fortune. Yeah, what's luck? Yeshua, what do you think luck is?
Okay, it's loading.
It's loading. No, what do you think?
It's loaded.
I think
It was right. I was right.
that luck
I think therefore I am.
is living life through a pure chance.
Pure
Without
chance.
Any thought,
In other words, you live like a casino,
pretty much.
right? Chance. You throw the dice, and you live your life according to that. I knew one person who used to live his life by a flip of a coin. Seriously. And I just couldn't believe this guy. He said, most of his decisions he would make by a flip of a coin. I said, why do you do that? I said, well, I have 50-50 chance. He lived his life. Okay, should I go here? Yes or no? Flip the coin. Oh, heads and tails. That's it. That's how I used to do it. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yeah, go ahead. What's luck for you?
Luck.
Luck.
Success or failure apparently brought by chance rather than through one's own actions.
Otazoi. Success is living your life by chance and not by planning things. Right? That's luck. So most people are lucky. You're a lucky guy. You live your life by chance. Luck means, you see, you have to understand how things work. You don't live here in a vacuum by yourself. There are forces in the world. There's nature. Even if you live on an island, all by yourself. There might be a hurricane, there might be storms, there might be bees. There are other things involved in the world. When you come to interact with people, your life is not determined by you. You know, if you live by chance because you interact with another person, living a lucky life or luck-based life means living basically also according to somebody else. Somebody else makes a decision, makes a choice, and then, that's how it happens. Chazal tells us, En li Yisrael mazal. The Jews don't live by luck. Jews are above luck. This nation has this luck, this mazal, that mazal, and so on and so forth. Astrology and so on. Jews have no luck. They're above the luck. Why Jews have no luck? Because Jews have the Torah. And the Torah is not lucky based. The Torah is on choices. You need to understand that when you live your life by making choices, you're sitting in a driver's seat of your life. You're making decisions in your life, and your life is based on the decisions that you make in your life. When you're living life by luck, you're living life based on somebody else's decision, on a chance. In other words, you are very passive. That's why most people are lucky, because that's how they live their life. They don't want to take control of their lives. It's a fundamental point to understand in Judaism when we need to make choices. You need to make choices in your life, then you could experience your life. Life is about choices that you make. Life is not about chances. And it is so important for us to know that. You write the own history of your life by making choices, or you can let others write the history of your life by being lucky. Now, how do you want to live your life? You want to live your life to write your own history? To write your own destiny, to write your own ticket, to write your own script? Or you want somebody else to do that? Because if you're going to let me make all the decisions for you, or you let Yeshua make all the decisions for you, or Zalman make all the decisions, and so on and so forth, therefore you're not going to live your life. You're going to live your life according to them. They write the script for your life. Therefore I'm controlling your life, or he's controlling your life, or he is controlling your life, and so on and so forth. Are you writing the script for your life? That's why if you live your life by your choice, you could change your destiny. Because you can make those choices all the time. If not, you're just drifting. You're like a leaf that's drifting with no purpose. And usually you spin around and then you crumble. And if you think about the amount of leaves that were created and passed through this world since the beginning of creation, you wonder where all those leaves went. Simply, we should be like pile up with leaves all the way up to heaven. But they simply crumbled and vanished into thin air. And so are you. You want to be like a leaf? Or you want to be writing your own history, deciding your own life, experiencing your own life. That's why when you live life according to luck, it's not my mazal. Saying to somebody, it's not my mazal, it's my luck to be stuck in my life. That's basically you giving up and you're letting go and you're letting somebody else. You're like a boat that is drifting in the ocean. You're like a ghost ship that's drifting in the ocean. There's no such thing as luck. There's no such thing as ayin hara. Ayin hara only works, the evil eye only works when you let somebody else control your life. But when you take care of your life, you're gavra rabba, you show presence, you take decisions to your own hands, you take matters to your hand, you make your own decisions. You're invulnerable. Nobody can touch you. Untouchable. You're untouchable. Hopefully your decisions will be the good decisions. But I'll tell you, bad decisions are bad, right? But worse than that is to make no decision. If you made a bad decision, you can change it. If you make no decisions and let life go like this, you start to develop panic and anxiety and all those things because you don't know where I'm taking you. If I'm going to cover your hair with your head with a sack and tie you up, you will develop such anxiety because I'll take you for a while, throw you in a car and drive around the block. You don't know where you're going. You're going to become fearful. And then that's what exactly happened to us in our lives. The same thing. If you, for example, somebody puts a sack in your head and ties you, drives you in a car, how do you control? You say, okay, let me count how many. Count your thing. Count your seconds. X amount of breathing per second. And then you say after X amount of breathing, they made a right turn because you went like this, or you made a left turn. You went like that. So you're already making certain decisions that you're going to count. You're not going to surrender to your anxiety, to your fear, to whatever it is, to luck, to chance. And people like that. That's why people like gambling, to throw the dice, to spin the roulette. But that's not fun. That's not fun. That's dangerous. And that's addictive. And basically when you don't make decisions in your life, you play roulette with your life. And this roulette is also a Russian roulette. And one day, you're gone. So I'm going to tell you this. Show presence. Know what you want. Stop making decisions. Even if the decision will turn out to be wrong, you can always fix it. You said, okay, now I created a point of reference. That was a bad decision. Let me mark this as a point of reference. That's a bad decision. I'll make sure not to come to this decision again. Let me fix this. And that's how you fix it. And that's how you make good decisions in your life. Because now you know what was a good decision by knowing what's a bad decision. And then you continue going. But when you let things happen, it's like anything else. Let's say, for example, you want to come to Yeshiva to learn. Right? As soon as you decide to come to Yeshiva to learn, all hell breaks loose. Your grandmother has a birthday, your mother-in-law lost a tooth, all things. He said, excuse me, I'm going to Yeshiva, that's it, I'm gone. If you decide to go, that's a bad decision. If you decide to go to Yeshiva, that's a good decision. And eventually, you know what to do. You create a certain pattern of repeated good decision, and then actually you live a fulfilled life, a much more controlled life, a more personal life. But when you allow those decisions to happen, so everybody drags you here and drags you to go there, you're never going to come to Yeshiva. You're always going to make bad decisions. It's just going to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse until you're never going to come to learn again, because you got into that pattern of making bad decisions and never correcting yourself. And that you need to stop. And that goes to coming to learn. That goes in terms of picking up what kind of job you want to do with your life, what you want to do in your life, and so on and so on. You need to make the decisions. One of the reasons we don't want to make the decisions is because we want to dump the responsibility on somebody else, in case we fail. But failure is not making a decision. Failure is not what we call not succeeding. To be a failure is a person who does not make decision in his life. He lives life by chance. So therefore, let's be successful. Let's start to make decisions. Let's write our own history. Let's write our own present. And let's write our own future. Have a great day.